Barney, he'll wave a paw his friends to greet. Barney, Barney, he likes to hear a story or two. Barney, Barney, he wants to be a friend to you. Hello boys and girls, and welcome to the Barney Bear Club. And here's Barney, he's waving at the boys and girls, Barney. And the bears. There we are. Now Barney's excited this morning, boys and girls, because we're continuing the story of Moses, and it's chapter 3. You've noticed there's something on the storyboard already, shall we have a look? Oh, look at that, do you know what that word says? Well, it says plagues, and that is what this part of the story is about today. And plagues were bad things that happened. Right, so have you brought your Barney bag with you today? Shall I bring it up for you? Oh, this is a lovely bag, Barney. I do like the yellow handle. What colour is the main colour of your Barney bag? It's green, that's right. Now, shall we check what's inside? We've made this, boys and girls, so that Barney can join in with the story, because he likes to take part, don't you? So we've made him a banner. Now, how did we make this banner, Barney? Printed the words off on the computer, yes. And what did we use? We used strong card, didn't we? Now, what shape is the top part of the banner? It's a rectangle, that's right. What have we got holding it? That's it. Right. So, the story begins when, after God had spoken to Moses in the burning bush, he went with Aaron and he told the leaders of Israel that he had been sent by God to set the people free. And the leaders of Israel believed him. So Moses went with Aaron to see Pharaoh, who was the king of Egypt. And he went to tell the king of Egypt, "Let my people go." This is what God says, so that they can worship me. But Pharaoh was very stubborn, and he said no. Right, so this is when the plagues began, Barney. Now, so Moses said to God, I'm going to send a plague. God is going to send a plague on Egypt. And the first plague that he is going to send, if you do not let the people go, is this. And all the water in Egypt changed from water into blood. Oh, Barney. Imagine that. No water all through the land of Egypt. I'm going to put this down now so we can carry on with the story. There we are. You like the shape of the water bottles? Yes. Right, so that was plague number 1 that God sent to the Egyptians, because Pharaoh would not let the Israelite people go. There we are. Thank you for your help, Barney. The first plague was water into blood. But, to tell you the truth, Pharaoh's heart, the Bible says, was hard. And so Moses went again with Aaron, and he said to Pharaoh, "Let my people go." This is what God says. But Pharaoh's heart was hard, and he said no. So the second plague that God sent to the people of Egypt was frogs. They were jumping about, Barney. That's what frogs do, isn't it? Imagine that, frogs everywhere. In the house, on the bed, in all the furniture, in the pots and pans, all over the street. Oh dear, jumping about, yes. Can you imagine that? It must have been a nightmare for the Egyptians. But even so, Pharaoh wouldn't let the people go. So again, Moses and Aaron went to see Pharaoh. And they said to him, God says, let my people go. But again, Pharaoh said to them, no. And so, boys and girls and Barney, there was another plague came upon the Egyptian people. Plague number 3. And that was, can you read what that word says, Barney? You're not sure? Well, it says gnats. Do you know what gnats are? Well, they're small biting flies with 2 wings. And they landed on all the Egyptian people, and they landed on the cattle as well. Oh dear, imagine being bitten by all these flies. It must have been terrible, wasn't it? And they were called gnats. But even so, Pharaoh wouldn't let the Israelite people leave Egypt. And so, Moses and Aaron were sent by God to go and see him again. And they said to him, would you like to join in, boys and girls? Let my people go. And what did Pharaoh say? No. Oh, and so the next plague that came upon the people was something like gnats, but it was flies. Oh, some more creepy crawly things, Barney, everywhere. Imagine that. Oh, no. And even so, Pharaoh wasn't going to let the people go. He kept saying no. So that was 4 plagues that the Egyptian people had to put up with because Pharaoh wouldn't let the Israelite people go free. And the next time, Moses and Aaron went to see Pharaoh again. And what did they say, everybody? Let my people go. And what did Pharaoh say? No. And so, we go down to plague number 5. Let's see if we can read what that says, Barney. Can you see what that one says? Live and something else. That was a good try. It says livestock. Now livestock is animals. And can you see what animals are there? You can see a cow, yes. And what colour is the cow? Brown. And then there's what are the other 2 animals? A sheep and a goat. Well done. You're good at knowing your animals, aren't you? Another livestock would have included camels and horses and donkeys. And they all died. That's right, Barney, they all died, all the Egyptians' livestock. But the amazing thing was, these plagues weren't affecting the Israelite people in their part of Egypt. But that was amazing, wasn't it? So again, Moses and Aaron went to see Pharaoh. And what did they say, everybody? Let my people go. Oh, and what did Pharaoh say this time? It was still a definite no. Right, so number 6. Plague number 6. Oh, this looks a terrible plague, Barney. Can you read what that says? Boils. Yes. The lady in the picture looks poorly, doesn't she? Yes, she does look ill with all those nasty boils on her face. And the boils were so bad that even Pharaoh's officials wouldn't turn up to see Moses and Aaron when they went next time because they were just so ill with covered in boils. You would think that by now Pharaoh would want the Israelites to leave, wouldn't you, so that him and his people could have some peace from all these terrible plagues. Now, so Moses and Aaron, who did they go and see? They went to see Pharaoh the king, and they said to him again, let my people go. And what did Pharaoh say? No. Again, Barney, let's have a look. Number 7 is coming up now, the 7th plague. Oh, we have some of this in our country sometimes, don't we, in England? Hail. And the hail came down, that's it. And it came down, and it came down, and it destroyed the crops. And it must have been hard hitting on the people, so they wouldn't be able to go outside, the Egyptians. And so it destroyed some of the food, with the crops being affected. And so you think that Pharaoh would have said, yes, you must go now. But he didn't. So Moses and Aaron went back to Pharaoh again. And they said to Pharaoh, everybody together, let my people go. And what did Pharaoh say again? His heart was hard, the Bible said, and he said, no. So this time, God sent a plague of locusts. Do you know what locusts are, Barney? The big insects, yes, that eat things like crops. Anything that was left after the hail, the locusts ate on the land. So the people wouldn't have anything to eat. No. So you would have thought when Moses and Aaron went back to Pharaoh, what would you have thought he would have said, Barney? Yes, let them go. But he didn't. So let's have your banner again. You're doing very well joining in with this story, Barney. So Moses and Aaron went back to Pharaoh and they said, let my people go. This is what God says, so that they can go and worship me in freedom. But again, Pharaoh said no. And so the next plague was very different from the others, and it was a plague of darkness. And the darkness was so great that they just couldn't see anything in front of them, the Egyptian people. And yet where the Israelite people lived, there was light. And that was amazing, wasn't it? Yeah, and that happened for 3 days and nights, darkness. And so by this time, Pharaoh and his officials were getting worried. But still, when Moses and Aaron went again to see Pharaoh, everybody together for the last time in this part of the story, and they said to Pharaoh, let my people go. And what did Pharaoh say? No. Now, Barney, there was one more plague, but that is going to be in the next chapter. Oh, would you like to know what it was, the final one? We'll have to wait till next time. But till then, would you like to take a bow for taking such a wonderful role in this story with your banner? Come on then, Barney. Well done. We'd like to wave goodbye to the boys and girls. Bye, boys and girls, until next time, and see you for the 4th chapter in the story of Moses. Well done, Barney.